by dear name of Creator of all existence. This is part 7 of my religious notes. In the following you hear a short introduction about this part's notes, but before you continue, I must mention that part 1 contains main introduction to all my religious notes. It is better if you listen to part 1 before you listen to my religious notes. This part contains 4 notes. It starts with note 40 and ends with note 43. These are continue of some of my first notes about Abrahamism. In this part I have started with Torah of Bible. But as I said, I was at start of my study about Abramism, therefore my notes about the book sound more like putting it under question than clearly pointed it as source of the problem. Notes of this part may sound very unstructured or unclear, or even unrelated. My lack of certainty is visible and it sounds like that I talk about what that I don't know much about, but it is normal that when you are to analyze something, you have to think about all possible reasons, before you find the right reason of why things have mentioned as they have mentioned. Note 40 is made of 9 continuously files. Note 40 file 1 is about Cain and Abel. This file title is, What was Moses after by story of Cain and Abel? Can extinction or threat of extinction of unwanted races be goal of the book? Note 40 file 2 and 3 is about Genesis of Torah. Main title of these 2 files is, It is clear that Torah by its Genesis is not to serve the prophet, so whom is Genesis is to serve? Subtitle of note 40 file 3 is, Goodness of year is already visible in its spring. Note 40 file 4 is about books closing all the exit ways to new prophets. This file title is, Whomever is to fear you of your survive, by fear you of your weakness and standing against troubles, is only to take over you and make himself your superior. Note 40 file 5 is a general point about those whom want to sound dangerous. This file title is, Whomever is powerful has no need to look powerful and dangerous to avoid others' danger by make them fearing him. Note 40 file 6 and 7 is about those who want to make themselves your superior. Main title of these 2 files is, It is mostly enemies of the one whom want to become your superior, is the one whom attack you, not himself or his known people. Subtitle of note 40 file 6 is, Prophets should live away all Cains and Abels, and get themselves to become the superior. Note 40 file 8 is about importance of prophet superiority. This file title is, It has no importance that a prophet is totally alone, or he has millions of followers. But it is of most important that he keep being the superior one over all of his people. Note 40 file 9 is about Lot the prophet. This file title is, Bible and movies try to show Lot the prophet as a weak person, while in fact most important miracles of Bible are Lot's, because he didn't give up to Abraham to the end. Note 41 is about danger of those whom try to get close to you by smile and as a friend. Note 42 file 1, 2, 3 and 4 is about players of the scene of my life. Main title of these 4 files is, They have torture raised me to what I became, by torturing me since I was 4 years old, but I may not be the only one whom has got raised to become whom he is, to make popular torture theater of my life. Subtitle of note 42 file 3 is, It is true that they may have got you to be harmful to me, but it does not mean that I forgive you for what you have done to me. And subtitle of note 42 file 4 is, This note starts with some words about real leaders of wrongs, and how wrongs get abused to get others under their command. Note 43 is about the worst sort of enemies. This file title is, The worst sort of enemies are those who make their own lose your lose too, and by that day by day they damage and abuse you, while you cannot get them to lose because by their lose you lose too. I hope that you find these notes useful. Written by Prophet King Sayyid Muhammad Ali Meraji, King of Kingdom of Creator of all existence in earth, and Sasani and Hakim Aneshi of Persia. Reader, Heather from Natural Reader of Natural Soft.
When you read a start of Genesis, a start of Jesus, Moses talk about Adam. Introduce Adam as the one whom has married his own bone, and his 3 children. The one was Seth, the second one was the first one was Cain, Abel, and Seth, the prophet. Now, try to change the time. Change the time of the one whom you call Adam. The one was Abraham or Abram. And again, change the time and make that Abram, Jacob, or Israel, and look at Israel's children as Cain, and look at Abel as the nation most near to children of Israel, Arabs, and the prophet, Adam was the one whom married Eve, whom was from his own bone. And Lot the prophet was the one whom has slept with his own daughter. And Abel was the one whom took more attention of God because they were maybe better to prophet. Or maybe it is in this word saying that Arabs or children of Israel's enemy will be better to God prophet, to their brother, as Egyptians were to Joseph, and because of that they get more God attention and prosperity and support. Later we talk about Cain. Who was Cain? Cain was the one whom has killed a young boy in age of rage. Who can be that young boy? Abram and children of Israel has taken over their nephew and their brother, whom was prophet, and when he was a young boy. It made themselves his superior, as Abram was superior of Lot, and children of Israel were superior of their father and their brother Joseph. And look at it in this way, that in this way Moses is to say that Gual is that we make this Abel and Cain, then the goal is to take over Abel, kill Abel. And as Cain killed Abel, and God talked to him. And they, in other words, it means that what we are after is to kill the Abels, and take the word for ourselves. Every man in this planet was children of Adam. But later when Moses talked about the prophets, he reached to a prophet whom his name was Nuh, the prophet. Well, it means that it is counted that there come a prophet that say no. No to such Abels, no to such Cains, and no to such Abrahams, or no to such children of Israel. And God, because of him, kill everyone, But Moses bring 3 children of him again. Now it can have 2 meanings. Either what you call it deja vu, that the same thing will happen again, and Abramism, or the same shit will happen again. It can mean in one way. In another way, it can mean that if it reach on that level, all these children, all the Cain children, all the Abel children, all the rest, they all obey that strong prophet. It can mean many things. And after that, they start again their shit Abrahamism, or whatever shit they are doing. It is as well how they are playing, the one that you do not value, the one that you want is dead, and take his land, take his whatever he has, and have his land for your own offspring, as the European has done with Indians in US or America. They have killed all the Indians' children, and they reproduce themselves to take over America. It is what you can see through Abrahamism, through what Moses has said in Bible. And when you do not value a nation, when you are at the end time, in one or another way, you always look for their destruction, their death, and you taking over whatever they have. One day you gather them all together as a big nation, make them one language, as you made, for example, the big Persia for Curious, or the big Egypt, or Africa, Egypt for Pharaoh. And then, whenever you need, you make this big first, then you promised it different part of it to different people, and you get themselves with yourself, and you divide it to some small kingdoms. As through Muhammad, Islam got all the, Persia and Arabs and some of Africa and even some of Europe. And then they got it divided to small kingdoms. It is, playing with people, until one day you kill them by the strong force that you have made. The next day you kill them to get divided in small countries. In different ways, you try different ways, to get rid of them at the last end. Regardless of they get big or they became little, they cannot do really anything about it, because they have to die. It is what Abramism is after. And of course, whomever you put knife under his neck, as it is mentioned in Abrahamism, when Abraham put his knife under neck of Isaac, and as they say, God said, so okay, fuck that lamb, do not kill him. Whomever you get to death with surrender. The most important thing about the Bible, which show where from everything goes wrong, is that Bible start with Adam, and Bible clearly say Adam and first Eve was a traitor. After that, Adam was the same traitor, and then he come and dear Abel to God, and getting killed, and this Abel getting killed can be like death of Harun, son of Terah too. It may be a reference to that too. And he does not talk about Seth, the God prophet after Adam. It does not say anything about him. It only talks about Cain and Abel. It makes these two not prophet characters someone. It is something that you must take attention, that whose benefit, indirectly is mentioned here. From one side, telling the prophet that you do not have any benefit in this shit that go on. And from other sides, get all other, with himself to take the prophet down. They say if you want to know how this year will be, you must start with its spring, which is best time of the year where it's getting warmer and everything is new and fresh, and it's a starting of life. So in case of Bible, if you want to know what is Bible is after, read its Genesis, which is its spring. Whomever is to fear you, whomever telling you as you are doing, as you are going to do, as you think you can do, you reach nothing, you get this trouble, and make nothings mountains around you, He is to get over you. He is to fear you, to feel yourself nothing. He is to make himself more clever, more wise, more able. He is to take over you. He is to become your superior. And it is what Bible is going to do. And it is the rank, and it is as well a prophet must be wise. It is what Quran has done the same. Quran close all the ways, And these books are after, bringing a prophet down from his power, take his God and give it to this or another people. This, it is a sort of Satanism, They think they do the right thing, but it is in fact the most Satanism you can ever. You know, when you have an opponent, that one who shout more, that one who try to show himself that he is someone and you should fear him. Do not fear that shit. You know, between the snakes, there is this American snake that has, make a voice with his tail. And he does not, he cannot, poison or the big boa snake, which is big, but it cannot, bite anyone. You know, they just they try to fear, that they are a snake and you should fear them and go away. But the one that is strong, the one that does not see in himself any need to start preventing others. That one is strong. The one who speaks a lot, the one who try to talk in this way or that way, to make you think that the shit is someone. Do not take attention to that, because he know himself that he is nothing, and he know himself in need to shout, in need to show himself, in need to talk in this way or that way to make himself visible to you. He is nothing. And the one who does not need any, need for shouting or talking in this way or that way, or looking at this way, looking at that way, or I don't know what else. He do not see any need for such thing. He do not need to any acting, That one is strong, That one did not is strong enough to not be after acting. Always be aware of such people that try to fear you and take over you, and be sure that whenever you push them back, and say, neither I want your superiority, nor I want your fearing me or advising me or anything else. I don't want to have anything with you to do. be sure the first thing that he do is sending his enemy after you. That get you forced to join him because of fighting his enemy. It is a game, that since he started to attack you, it is your enemy is not only him, it is all his friends and his enemies too. Doubtless you have something that he want to abuse, either as a friend or as an enemy. In other words, neither give a shit anything about Abel's, nor give a shit anything about Cain's. Get yourself a superior. It is interesting that these shit people that I have problem with think that they already have someone, others, some groups, some nations, some religions with themselves, and some other religions and other people and other nations, they think that because they are to fool God prophet and make him enemy of that nation, they can fool him to that nation, to that people. A God prophet neither need any religion, any people, any nation, anyone at all to be with him, to take refuge to. A God prophet must stand on his feet. He is a superior. He must stand on his feet regardless of his enemy, or like my close enemies, whom are these, 5, 10, 20 piece of shit who shout in Persian, or 3 milliard Muslims, and more than that, 3 milliard Muslims and their enemies and their, 3 milliard Muslims, 3 milliard followers of Abraham, or their enemies and their enemies, and all those that these shit, like India or other places, that these shit have promised to give God prophet to them. Regardless how many different groups they are, regardless how many million and milliard they are, God prophet must keep his superiority, must stand on his feet, never take refuge to any of them, and only have as his own only those who belong to him, only those whom are him. only those whom obey him, only those whom know him as their prophet and as their superior, as their leader, as their king, as the one who decides over them. Anyone else, a God prophet, must not neither content nor know as himself, nor neither support that one, nor unnecessarily start to war with that one. Only keep God with himself and himself. Even if God becomes someone else, because in one or other reason God had to do that. He had to put God away on that time and try to get back and get his own superiority. He must not even give to God when God is not himself. It is the fact. Only those who are belong to you and you decide over. Never anyone whom decide. You know, Lot the prophet is one whom even the book has taken his prophecy from him and get him to sleep with his own daughter. But at the same time, he is a prophet that has stood somehow against his enemy, even his own enemy. He did not give up, and God has destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah for him. So do not take Lot cheap. It is when you tell someone how he got over another, and if they say okay, he looked at him and he gave up, or he hit him and he gave up, or but when you read Lot's story, they say so much about Abraham, and Abraham did that, and Abraham does that. All why Abraham did all these things? Because Lot did not give up to him. It is, whenever you gave up, it is your lose. As long as you did not give up, you did not lost. There is something good about Danish people, or something good about one of their reaction, better say. I haven't seen much good about these Danish people. But when someone go to them, someone smile at them, someone try to talk with them, or in one or other way try to get close to them, they feel fear. they it is a good reaction, because doubtless the one that has came to them is after something, and it is not mean that he is or she is after something good. It is because maybe mostly Danish go to each other when they are to harm each other. It is surely it is a reaction. It is a culture that came in reaction with that. Oh, in what? That one whom try to look friendly, try to fool you, that he is friend, he or she has no harm to you. Be aware of that one, because that one can harm you most, and that one can be your worst enemy. The one whom in one or another way want to have you as the one whom has same interest with you, that one is your enemy. Those whom are your clear enemies, you know, and you know that they are your enemy. They are your enemy, you know. But that one who smile at you, that one who try to be someone like you, that one whom try to make himself or herself yours, that one is your worst enemy. I remember they started to torture me since I was 4 years old. They continue this abuse and torture raised me until now, you know. And I don't know if I have learned anything about religion. It was part of their plan, or it was not their plan. All the things that I have done was part of their plan, or part of the stones that they have put on my way, or and I did as they wished, or not, you know. But you know, a plan, such a big plan, cannot be based on only one prophet, you know, without need for other to get used or abused in that plan. So if they send you around me, if in one or other way they make you a player of the sin, think once that maybe you are one of their chosen to they as much as through that good or that bad that they have done to you, the way that has changed your way, has got you to be that player of the scene for me as you are, regardless of you are a good player, or regardless that you think you are someone that I should have kept with, or regardless that you are those whom I should know as enemy and reject. Think that maybe it is my enemy whom is much clever than you, and he or she has raised you for the part that you are taking in my torture and being that sort of stone in front of my way. And be sure in one thing, that I'm not to forgive you because you are just abused one in my enemy's plan. You are abused, a slave of my enemy. No, it is, I tell you to rethink and find out that you are a slave or not. But it does not mean that I forgive you. The one that shoot me, the one that knife me in the chest or in the back, he do it wise or unwise, I do not give a shit about it. I know that one as an enemy. It is I'm not so fool that to forgive because you didn't know what you're doing, No, I am not so foolish. Do not expect so. Do not count on so. Foolish in my eyes is that one that know that he is dying with my catastrophes, and he know why he is dying with those catastrophes, because I am under torture, because my life is at it is. And he, instead of saving his own life, he think that I must come down, I must get surrendered to my enemy, because in the last end, he or she want to be with my enemy, want to support my enemy. No, as you see in catastrophes, I kill them, and I do not give a shit about them. So, it is, you are the same, and you are even worse. They haven't done anything directly. The only thing that they have done, they did not stand it up against my enemy to save themselves. Be sure I'm not more kind to you, that even as different in different part are after harming me, But what I told was only that you rethink why your life has gone as it has gone, how you ended. My enemies are those who bring a language to some people some 100 years later, and maybe sometimes some 1,000 years later. They brought me or one of my past or one of my future as a prophet, and make themselves God and make him prophet and bring him their religion. So if they are so clever, you should even adopt your parents' life, being involved and were chosen already, If the enemy is so clever that his plan runs in many generations, so you should be much more clever than whom you are. Be sure if they have tortured me 44 years, maybe they have made the sin ready 100 years, from 100 years before, from, I don't know, 200, 300, or how long before they have made the sin, the rest of the sin, the rest of the characters, everything others, they have think about it. They have think about it 50 years ago, 60 years ago, or 40 years ago, or 20 years ago. It does not change anything. It is what that they have think, they have made their sin, they have chosen their player. And as you see, everybody play his part, and rest of the world is sitting and watching. Some of them counting on their win. Some of them think that I don't know what they think, but different people what they think. But they are running their plan. And no one, I haven't seen anyone have anything against them. So in other words, they run their plan, they introduce what they are doing in a way that no one either there or think that they do something wrong. But never doubt that I do not forgive you. In the same way that my storm, my tornado, my earthquake, my flood, killing innocent as not innocent, child and baby as the old man. Do not ever doubt that I will have the minimum forgiveness to you, because I want even more deeper help for you than anyone else, Never doubt about this. You have got fooled to act direct or indirect, or I don't know in which way, to be the one that harmed me, or I don't know what. You be sure that I want God to revenge you for the every minimum damage that you have done to me. When there is talk about something wrong, when there is talk about something wrong getting on power, when there is talk about leadership of something wrong, the clever one is not that one that say, it is what I am, and all against me are my enemies, and whatever they do, it is against me. But clever one is the one that support that one whom want to be the leader and have something to become leader of that group. And he as well use him as the one whom, in surface is the leader of the group, while in fact it is him that rule over the group. And he even in this way has the leader. If he, if the things go wrong, the leader will be accused. If things go as the way that he want, things are going as the way that he want. He even use or abuse his enemies, or consciously or unconsciously, wise or unwise, in the way that his enemy, by what they do, but what they think they are best, it is best for them to do. In one way, he strengthens his own group. In another way, he get them to attack, to that his group, his own group, attack his own enemies among themselves. And he use even his enemy to play those roles, those negative roles that he needs someone to play that. If there be a movie that all the people be good in it, no one do something wrong in it, it is, there do not come any conflict, that become a subject of that movie. It will be a boring movie. So there is a need for someone to play that negative part. And they are actors like any other actors, It is, if they play the wrong character, It does not mean that they are bad people. They just play the part and get money for what they play, you know. It is the way that unofficial leader of that group play, that some people play, you know, his enemies play those parts for him. You know, if you are one of these players on this side of him, is his leader, is on his enemy's side part, is their leader or whatever else, it is your problem. You know, do not think that because someone of yourself or someone of your enemy has got you fooled, you know, to play in a way that it be destructive to me, I will have any forgiveness for you. No. You know, you might think a wolf child has no what you call it, sin. He got born as wolf, you know. And among the wolf, he has raised to be a wolf, you know. So if, you know, we say something in Persian that one of my friends say, you know, that if you be kind to the tiger, you are, you have, what you call it, you have betrayed the lambs, you know. It is about the wolf is the same way. If you be kind to the wolf, you have betrayed lambs. No shepherd will see any wolf around and do not try to kill him or scare him away to save his lambs. You know, so you are, if you are, you think you are that innocent wolf, or I don't know, whatever, if you play the lamb's part or whatever part you play, do not think that I forgive you. The hopeless enemy is that one that have benefit in your lose, and you have benefit in his lose. And friend is that one that has benefit in your win, and may have lose in your lose. But as well, look at it in other way, that enemy can be as well that one that have you can be so clever, so smart than as get him to have lose in your lose. So he realized, you know, this is true that he is your enemy, but among his enemies, you are not the one who should lose. Because if you lose, he loses too. It is, you can call it the enemy's back door, that, like a chess, what do you call it, like a chess play. Get you, I don't know, chess mat, It is, you cannot do anything else. Because if you're getting lost, lose the game, you lose too. And you cannot do anything with him, while he more and more destroy you. And surely I have a lot of this sort of enemies. Every God prophet, I think in the last 4,000 years, had mainly this sort of enemies.